Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. The Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Tailback takes the handoff again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball to the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
And the Tigers pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. The shotgun handoff here. He's found some room at the 45. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the second down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Handoff here from the shotgun. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. Running with purpose. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
We'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. Now someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down and goal. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the Salt were able to bring him down quickly. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's got it, looking for the end zone. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. So a field goal attempt coming up now. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. And that one's straight down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Handoff to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Kentucky. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He steps out of bounds at the 26. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. It's an option look. He'll pitch it. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. The Tigers will come to the line to run the hurry up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Defense not pressing this time. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. An explosive play. They finally get him down, but the offense very near to the red zone.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And the runner takes off to his right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
An inside give now from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
No problem. Knocks it right through. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return.
And your Kentucky Wildcats will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. They'll try a pass here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, targeting him near the goal line. So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Still looking to improvise on this play. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking to the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Wildcats. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it an 8-point game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the returner is brought down. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the catch all alone back there. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st down here for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. New setter down to the offense. 1st and 10.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Defense is coming after him. Going to try to use his legs here. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line. 2nd down and goal upcoming. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Touchdown, Kentucky. Still no answer for this offense. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And the extra point was up and good. Returner choosing to field this one. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. And the Tigers come to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket, extending the play now. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Here's the throw deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Clemson getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Motion now from the tight end. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Quarterback drops back, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. Empty backfield now as they go for 2. Offense looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's picked off in the end zone. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Slangs the quick throw. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Offense in hurry-up mode.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back, be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Kentucky has moved into the red zone now.
We talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that.
Got space, looking to score. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there. First and goal for the offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here's the handoff on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. The defense is hanging tough here. Now it's third and goal from the 1. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. It's a good battle down here in the goal line. Third down and goal from the 1. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. It's 4th and goal. Forget the chip shot. They're going for it on 4th down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. Now the important point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner looking to make a play here. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Short pass finds the tight end. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Crispy gets so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And, right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking to throw it again. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. The linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Here's a target, and it's complete. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And the Tigers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
Second down after that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Quarterback somehow keeping the play alive. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away. So now it's third and short from the plus 24. Could be four-down territory. Interested to see what the call is here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And now the try for two. From the shotgun, drops back. Trying to extend the play. And the tackle is made. The defense saying, not this time. They got burned in the scramble last time. They bring him down pretty quickly here. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Breaks loose at the 45. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. They'll spot the ball near midfield at the plus 49. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here comes a handoff. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Really positive yards here from this running back. He's able to pick up the first down. I guess the only knock would be he does step out of bounds. With the new college rules, of course, the clock will stop momentarily until the play clock starts.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Kentucky. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game. The Tigers will crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it on 1st down. caught for the completion. Runs through the defender.
Offensively, you get to the fourth quarter, you're down in a game. You're thinking about vertical shots and getting out of bounds to try to stop the clock. If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'll give that up all game long. Short little routes, tackling them inbounds. Let's keep that clock moving.
And he finds his tight end for the catch. And bulldozing his way through. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
And this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
Hudson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Press coverage now from these DBs. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. The ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Just a great job by this defense to knock that ball loose and get a critical turnover here late in the game, working with the lead. You get the ball back to your offense, and now a chance to secure victory.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. They tackle him about the 14.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the run, he'll let it go. It's caught downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the fourth quarter. Run the ball, get out of Dodge, keep everybody healthy.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for his back. Pass is caught. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the offense just takes a knee here. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.